So I guess the Losi's on a temporary delay again. So in the meantime, I guess we'll check out the Savage again. We just got its engine right here, Novarossi 288. We're gonna take it apart and clean it. We're just gonna start with taking the roto start backplate off. This one wasn't even tight. I'm gonna take the backplate off. I have here a snap-on screwdriver. I'm not sure. I think it's like an eighth inch blade. Can't remember. I got it ordered from the snap-on truck at work. Bit of a long wait. I waited about 2 months for the screwdriver, but it's worth it. It's a awesome screwdriver. It fits in the slot of the screw perfectly. No wobble. Very nice screwdriver. About 24 bucks, I think. You want to be careful with these Novarossi screws. They use flathead screws. Why they do that? I have no idea. I guess you guys don't want to sit here and watch me take screws out, so I'm gonna take the rest of these out, and then we'll get back to you when we take the backplate off. All right, the screws are undone. Let's have a little look-see. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna put the piston at top dead center. This engine does have an internal one-way bearing. You can see the after-on oil I used. That orange is probably the leftover fuel that's in there mixed with the after-on oil. I do after-on oil my engines. All that oil's clear. I'm still gonna take this engine fully apart. Not too bad. You can see this engine has lots of oil in it. Let's take these head bolts out. Alright, let's take that head off. Now for the head. I'm gonna try to wiggle it off before prying a screwdriver under there because I don't like that. There we go. Lots of carbon. Let's pop that sleeve out. Just gonna lower the piston a little bit, slide a zip tie through the exhaust port, then turn this thing over. Might have to apply some heat. Maybe I'll loosen it off camera. Haven't had a tight sleeve like that for a while. It still wants to fight. There we go. Check this out. This is what an 8-port sleeve looks like. Tons of ports everywhere. This is a really cool engine. I just like, some days if I'm bored, I just like to look at this sleeve. Just check out all the ports. Beautiful sleeve. Then you got the, probably can't see that Novarossi logo. in the sleeve there. There you go. Awesome. Take that piston out. There we go. Awesome. I'm just about to take the clutch off, but I just want to show you how bad these bearings sound. You hear that bearing howling? Now at lower RPMs you don't hear it as much. So you don't really hear it when you spin it lightly, but then when you give it a good flick, you hear it cutting in and out. So those bearings, they're not seized up. We can clean them and reuse them, but I got tons of clutch bearings, so we're just gonna pop some new ones in, as well as we're gonna replace the bell. So this has carbon buildup on it, nothing to worry about. But the one my bearing, all rusty and crusty. Piston, spine, just a bunch of carbon on it. We can clean that off. Same with the sleeve. Oh, look at the poor crank. That's like all rust down there. We'll clean her up. Just the back plate. It's alright. We'll clean this all up. Alright, got the block pretty nice and clean. Oiled up my bearings. They feel perfect still. Block looks really nice. Cleaned up great. One thing I highly recommend is this little brush kit by Matco. There's the part number here. It says WBS20. I think that's the part number. But this is awesome. Like, it's these little brushes on a handle, and you can get in there and clean out all the passages in your exhaust. Check out how nice that cleaned up. No carbon in there whatsoever. It comes with all these little brushes. Little brass brushes, plastic brushes, and these little steel brushes. Very nice kit. There's like a little extension here. One thing to be careful with though, if you're cleaning down in here, you don't want to go too far, because if you do, then you'll hit your bearings and you'll scratch all the balls up. Your bearing won't spin nice anymore. So